What are some of the big learnings that I've come across with regret? Is that sometimes people get, those tattoos like no regrets. We don't want to have regrets. We always hear about that. It's kind of a bit of a cliche, especially in the business world, like, oh, we'll try that and no regrets. And in actual fact, I think having regrets, failures, mishaps helps us learn and actually helps us scale and grow more effectively. By having regrets, there's something that we can look back on and reflect on, and then make choices in the future about either to repeat that over again or to actually say, hey, you know what? I don't want to do that mistake again. Or maybe when I did it 2 years ago, I have regrets around it because I actually didn't invest as much money as I thought I should put into my business, or I didn't listen to that coach or that advisor and I did it another way and it cost me more. Whatever those situations are, it allows you to make decisions again in the future. I put down a couple of things here, like Daniel Pink. He wrote a book called The Power of Regret, and I read it during the pandemic. It came out, I think, during that time period. And he talks about how looking backwards moves us actually forward. So spending some time in the regret, analyzing it, pulling it, like extracting the key learnings out of it, and then moving into sort of more of that intention, principle-based decision-making mindset towards your future. And he talks about smarter decisions, performing better, and creating a deep sense of meaning occurs when we go back and we look at our regrets. But the key thing is that we're not, getting crippled by our regrets. We're not necessarily now out of fear, not moving forward, out of guilt or out of shame. So we process the regret, we extract the learnings out of it that we want to pull forward into the future, and we move forward. And we do that by taking action again. If we find that we're like sitting on the sidelines, kind of looking at our life and not necessarily in it and not taking action with it, then we're stuck in that regret. Right. And we're actually, that regret is almost manifesting into some type of trauma for us that just constantly gets looped around in this recall of like inaction. Brene Brown talks about when we like acknowledge the regret, number one, that's hugely powerful. But then when we constructively look at the regret, it actually, as she puts it down here, like kind of motivates us in this call to courage. And we get, emblazoned on this path to wisdom. So if we want to become that wise, sage, entrepreneur in our business that really understands sort of what's going on versus fly by the seat of our pants, oh, we'll fix it tomorrow type of entrepreneur, I think there's a blend of both where we can sit down and we can actually take a few minutes out and do the reflection. Take a moment, start doing a little bit of reflection, look back on what's important to you, and then start making some commitments.